Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Should I be more polite? Again, doesn't matter too much. Anyway, worrying about the niceties isn't the most important thing right now.
Actually, we should introduce ourselves first. I'm Inaba.
Oh, that had slipped my mind also. My name is Elizabeth. Dear me, to hear that name fraught with memories in such a mundane, remote place.
She's thinking this world is a mundane place. That's confusing. Yushana may be out in the countryside, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. The girl Elizabeth suddenly bows elegantly to me.
Is indeed my sister's name. Can I take that to mean that you are another guest of that room?
I see. So she's Margaret's sister. That would explain why she reminds me of her.
Elizabeth's son, huh? Well, I guess that's the case. It's true that there was a time when I visited that room.
Igor, Margaret, and now Elizabeth. Seems there's more people who call that place home than I thought. I think I'm glad I met Margaret last year instead of this girl.
Why is a resident of the Velvet Room here? Did Margaret send you with a message or something?
I am currently utterly neglecting my duties.
Is that so?
Doesn't really tell me much, but I have no response anyway. So, what possesses her to go blasting through the ceiling instead of using the door? I decided not to bother asking her that. I met so many different people over the last year, but trying to have a conversation with this girl like you're trying to ride a wild horse. She's just going to ignore the directions I'm trying to steer us towards and just veer off wherever she wants. Best to just hold on and go along with the ride then. Maybe if I pay attention, she'll tell me something worthy worth my time. Even if I try to ask her more questions, she's likely just being confused anyway. Just as I have having that thought, the girl seems to have noticed my hesitation and started talking about herself. Her eyes are lit up in sincere passion. She really is a hard one to read.
I have a certain desire. It may take a very long time for it to be realized. In order for my wish to be granted, I require a power much greater than what I have. The power of the wild card that changes bonds into string. I have a feeling that the key lies there.
I know a little about the wild card, but
I feel that the first glue to granting my wish lies within that power.
glue?
Flu? Influenza. Something along those lines at any rate.
She's having trouble coming out with the right words, but I can hear the sincerity in her speech. Probably. In other words, I think she means the power of the wild card is related to her desire to come here. I don't think the world is asked how she knew I had the power, or where she found out about it. Just as I'm struggling to follow the meandering path of her conversation, she bursts with outrageous suggestion.
That you and I fight?
What? What? Someone please tell me how she reached that conclusion. That this was a good idea. I don't think I have a chance of talking her out of it though. But of course, I have to try, so I say, we're going to fight?
Oh, how excited this is making me. My expectations are ascending skyward at Mach speed. To be direct, I'd like for you to show me the potential slumbering within you.
Let me make sure of something, just in case. You understand what I'm saying, right? There's no illusions at work?
Such parlor tricks can get stuffed.
What?
I see. So you're actually in your right mind here. That's kind of, impressive.
Well, maybe she understood that what I meant when I mentioned the illusions. If that's so, then she at least must have some idea of what's going on around here. Even though she might understand, she still wants to fight me. I wonder though if if she's unrelated to General Teddy's plan and invited herself into the tournament. Do the usual rules apply? as I think about this, Elizabeth's son taps her foot on the ground and takes a fighting position. She really does want to fight. The huge leather-bound book in her hand opens as if by itself. A torrent of power pours of the open book in which a blue light. I can't believe that the strange girl has such an unimaginable power. She seems so aloof. Now, it might be more correct to call it an air of immense violence.
I won't be able to hold back.
To be honest, I was really only saying that in hoping of bluffing her. I have absolutely no room to hold back in this fight. I hurriedly cast off my fear and focus on upcoming battle. There's no room for doubt. I need to hit her with the full strength from the start. Okay, so this is the way the game is telling me this fight is gonna be tough. Even if I were to fight her with the intent of killing her, I'll be lucky not to end up dead myself. At least that's how I feel. Elizabeth calmly begins the battle.
Your fate is in the cards.
Okay, so Elizabeth is gonna be strong. Got it. How many scenes are there? Like 30? Is she using... Is that... Hold up. Is that like Thanos? Sentos? Like the death from Persona 3? Okay. What the heck? Okay. Win! Alright. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Yeah. Oh. Just when I saw the manager to throw her off balance, Elizabeth's son gets up and up elegantly, as if nothing had just happened. Suddenly, I feel an intense build-up in the air. Can tell me she hasn't been taking this seriously up at all until now. In the next moment, I'm slowed by a torrent of power, like a leaf being blown into the air, without the slightest understanding of what happened. My vision blurs as I spin around, and before I can tell up from down, the floor jumps towards me. I'm slamming into the ground. Am I going to lose? As my consciousness fades, I see the faces of my friend and Agnes' son, those I had fought against up until now. Haha, looks like the story that you see for your life flash before your eyes, just before you die. Am I dying? Can I really accept that? But I have to, in order to save my friends. Let's go. I have to keep fighting. I come so far, I can't lose heart now. I desperately count till I like and move to manage to stand up again. Elizabeth shuts her book and the air of...
I see. I am quite content with this outcome. It seems you possess true strength.
The young eating torrent of power suddenly ceases with a warning. Is it over? Even as I come to an understanding of that, I continue to stand stuck, still unable to move.
I believed you were at the limits of your stamina after the battle against Igus earlier. In actuality, your heart almost gave in during your struggle with me. But each time you faltered, the many hearts supporting you gave you strength, helping you to rise again.
She cuts herself off and nods to herself as if to confirm something suspicious.
Truly an intriguing battle. I believe our encounter has borne much flute.
Flute?
Flue? Chimneys. In any case, I am quite pleased.
Even after a battle, she acts like that. I feel like a fool from believing what she really would have killed me, even as I felt quite unreal at the time. I can't believe any of this. My legs give out under me and I sink onto the ground. Maybe she understands how I feel. Elizabeth's son looks straight into my eyes.
Ask you something. To continue fighting in order to prevent an undesirable future, it is a path of endless hardship. Would you still choose to walk it?
Margaret has said something similar just before this tournament had begun. How I could overcome an ordeal considering last year's case and opening the door. Margaret's and Elizabeth's son words come together in my mind.
Working for a better tomorrow isn't just a one-time thing. The tomorrows keep coming.
Opening the door is necessary, but it's not that's what's truly important. The more important is to make sure that you follow the path that's behind the door. Only once you have the path in mind does it matter whether you open the door or not. That's how I feel.
Keep fighting for the future we want.
Elizabeth's son smiles. It seems the former dweller of Velvet Moon is pleased with my answers. She must have chosen a path of her own at some point and is doing everything in her power to see it through. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I feel as if I'm able to understand her a little better now.
It's time for me to bid you adieu. By your leave, I, Elizabeth, am out of here.
With this, Elizabeth briskly walks out of the room. She causes me some trouble. I've also learned something about myself as well. I think I'll call it a draw. As I wave goodbye to Elizabeth, I hear Agison getting to her feet behind me.
Are you alright? You shouldn't force yourself to move.
I was concerned at first about Agison doesn't seem to be very hurt or damaged or whatever you could say. She was likely just knocked out. Had absolutely no chance of winning if I got easy on her either. This is getting ridiculous.
We've only just met, and yet you're worried about a machine like myself.
Isn't that normal?
Agison laughs at my confusion.
You smile like that? I don't know. I just can't think of you as a machine. You have a heart, right? And it doesn't matter whether you're man or machine.
Agison stops laughing and I think deeply for a moment. But after a few seconds, she looks back at me with a serious look in her eyes.
You have defeated me in single combat. That will make it difficult for me to continue forward. But I believe I can trust you. Will you listen to my mission directive?
I have no reason to say no. I looked Agison squarely in the eye and nodded reassuringly, and so Agison told me about her directive, and it was truly surprising. There was another case involving Persona Shadows outside of Inaba, where before our venture last year, and she has a weapon which the heart created for the express purpose of wielding a persona to fight shadows. She believed that this current situation came to be because someone has stolen a similar weapon and caused it to enter the TV world. Oh, so another robot. So is the president a robot?
So there's another girl robot with a heart like you? And she's the cause of all this?
We came to this world to retrieve her. My older sister, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris, is in this world somewhere.
Monaco is president, her shadow, and now Labris. Labris is the president, right? I have a amount of tasks to accomplish now. Even though I have a lot to do, I can't ignore any of them.
Tell me more about Labris, and I'll do what I can to help you get her back.
Unfortunately,
I guess some expressing clouds. She said she was a machine, but she really is no different from a human. As I ponder this, I listen to what she has to say is discouraging.
So you don't know what she looks like, what she can do, or what equipment she's loaded with.
Basically, all she can tell me is that Labris is a robot who built to look like a girl. Wait a second, I didn't meet a girl's I did meet a girl I didn't know in the TV world, Miss President. Could Miss President be Labras?
Is there a possibility that she looks, well, more human than you? You mentioned earlier that she was your older sister, so I assumed she was built before you, but...
My sister was an older model, a prototype for the 5th generation to be exact. It's doubtful that she would look more human than myself.
Then there's no way Miss President could be Labras. I could tell first glance that Aga-san was a machine. Miss President appears to be completely human. I mean, like, it could be her shadow. She wants to be a human. So, like, it could be her shadow. I know we're once considered that she might be she might not be a human just now. But that just makes things more complicated. What in the world is going on inside this TV?
In any case, I'll keep an eye out for her. But right now, I'm heading to the announcement room. If Labras is the cause of this, then I'm bound to meet up with her eventually.
I shrug slightly. I don't want to be so grave. Aga-san must sense what I'm trying to do and smile.
Thank you. I will trust my sister's fate to you.
Of course. I give Aga-san a determined nod and runs off to the classroom. But man, what a busy Golden Week. Have to make sure Nanako's okay and Miss President, unmasking whoever's masquerading as Teddy, and now search for Labras somewhere in here. This wasn't happening. I'll be kicking up with my friend, at the gymnast food court. Yukiko trying to be coy, but I'm pretty sure it's a big bundle she was carrying was a box lunch she made for us. As to how it might test, well, let's not get sidetracked. I'm sure we all enjoyed it anyway. Eventually, I would have called Nanako over and we kind of brought some snacks together. There were things I wanted to buy from the Shiraku store, and maybe I could have made it to the Soji Dajuku in time to buy the last of their special croquettes. Want to talk to the owner of Daidara and get some books from the bookstore, and this is all basically just a throwback in Persona 4. Have had a steak bowl at Aiea, hanging at the fox at the shrine. What I did for my ankle, could have had dinner, and tomorrow I could have gone fishing. It's the one who ruined my vacation and caused this problem, the same person who stole Labras. And if they truly brought Nanako back in the TV world, I'll catch them no matter what.
They're not getting away from me.
As I run off, I come across another blue door. Perhaps it's the sign I need to come down. True, I may have lose my cool for a moment.
Here again?
I reached over, touched the door with just like a smile. After it's in her usual position, I glare around to see if there's anyone else here. Looks like her, Nake's sister isn't here. Naker noticed me looking in signs and seductive sounds, and also to do convincing noise.
It seems my sister has caused you some trouble, though this may mean that I'm not the only one who is drawn to the light of your potential.
There's a hint of tenderness towards her sister in her words. Her sister must be important to her. I can tell from the look on her face. Do I look like that when I talk about Nanako? Margaret puts herself together and speaks again.
You have gained a new resolve by overcoming many doubts and falsehoods.
A new resolve. I found myself nodding along.
You have reached the threshold of truth, but man's hearts are mutable. That is why a resolve to continue fighting is more important than any one victory or defeat.
Yeah, I understand.
But this will be a difficult battle without end. Are you equal to the challenge?
The way she puts it makes it seem like she was testing me. I didn't respond immediately and think about the question. I would be lying to say I'm not worried. I know in my heart it could be swayed by change. No knowing what will happen from moment to moment. Even
If I
then.
have my friends, if I'm not alone, I can do it.
I see.
Margaret nods slightly in
I've heard your
response.
answer, but it's not enough. Remember what I told you before? The heart is shaken more by a single action than by 1,000 words.
She smiles, her vision begins to blur. I heard words being repeated. Reached the threshold of truth. Everything that happened during the course of this case ran through my mind. The new appearance of TV world, the tournament pits us against each other, the student council president, the fake Teddy. My encounter of weapon which are hard, August-san reached for searching for her sister Labras. Determination of getting through these continued battle. What I have accomplished. How do I show what I've decided through my actions?